2003, I have a friend who worked for the immigration office in Budapest, and she called me that she told this story, and I was very sad when I heard that story, that there are 39 people who escaped from the war, from the Bosnian war, from the front line, and the Bosnian government forgot them. So this is, I can't believe what I heard. So I wanted to make this to help them to go back home, and finally after 17 years they get back home. So I had luck, because in Hungary, in the immigration office, there was many good people. They want to help me to make this film, and I have a very good colleague. He worked for the UNHCR Budapest, and he was my translator. And he, because he was born in ex-Yugoslavian part of it was part of Hungary in the old times, but he knows to speak Serbian, and it was a very big help for me. Yes, first I remember the first time when I stepped in this institute. It was I was afraid very much. I remember the stinks. I remember I was afraid, and it was time to get closer to them, and they were the same every time. When I went back with my camera, the first question from them was, when will we be back home? When will we be back home? So we were the crew was a chance for them to go back home. So when I started shooting at 2003, it was a situation that it was the first film. I made from this story two different films. The first film, the title was Terminus, and I think that this is a terminus for them, because it was so sad situation. Nobody wanted to help them. I went to Sarajevo for the foreign ministry, and I asked that, where is that people? Don't you miss these people? This is your people. And they told me that it's not so simple, because there was a bomb attack against the hospital where they were, and nobody knows that who is who. Serbians didn't want Croatian mentally handicapped person. Bosnians didn't want Croatians too. So it was a messy situation. And the first film was Terminus. The second film, after 4 years, they got back home. The immigration office from Budapest, somebody called me that, Gabor, they got back home. So it was a governmental, the Hungarian and the Bosnian government talks after, and they got back home. So this was the second film from home to home. It's because their home was Debrecen. This is the second largest city of Hungary, and this is the eastern part of Hungary. And this immigration, this refugee camp is this very sad place. Have you seen the corridors where they just sat and smoked their cigarettes and waited long time? So from there, they back home to Bosnia, and it's very interesting that when they went back home to Bosnia, everybody said that they are Hungarians. So they are the Hungarians. And after that, I want to make this film Bosnia from these two films. So it was very hard because when I started filming in 2003, there was not HD, there was another technique. So I wanted to mix it down, and I want to make a dramaturgical line. So I think that Bosnia could be good. So this is a story of 39 people who, politicians started a war, they ending wars, but these people, the war is not indeed in Dayton for them. The war is ended now, maybe. So we wanted to find their families first, and it was very strange that the officers, the offices, the immigration office, and the UNHCR that didn't find their families. So the crew, found first. And I waited so much that okay, I tell them, I took with me a tape of Pandur's interview, and I wanted to show them that it could be, I think that it could be a very nice moment to see him again, and they want to get back him home. But it was shocking when we met, because they told me that, oh no, we don't want him back because he's mentally handicapped. So I was very, very upset. It was very sad. In whole crew, I understand this the poor situation. It's a big poor. So look around in Bosnia then. In 2004 or 5, there was the traces of war everywhere, and in the Soviets too. And I can understand it, but I was very, 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 very sad when we knew that they didn't want Pandur go back home. And after that, he went home, but he died in a cancer, so breast cancer. So this is the story of him. Yesterday was the first screening of an ex-Yugoslavian country, but I'm not Slovenia is a very open country, so it's okay that here we can show this film. But we try to bring to Beograd, to Zagreb, to Sarajevo. They didn't want to screen this film. I understand it hurts, so